You are listening to the Young Black Travelers podcast. Black voices conversing in experiential travel, dedicated to a global community of travelers. So be bold, be inspired, be spontaneous. We are YBT. Hey everyone, we are back at season 11 of Young Black Travelers.
Wow, season 11.
Oh my gosh.
11 seasons.
Exciting. Well, it's your girl, Krisan, back by popular demand. And I'm here with Asshur, of course.
Hey, everybody.
You know his name. But we do have a new face. Please introduce yourself.
And a new voice.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
My name is Noli. I am Caribbean raised, Brooklyn born, and I'm excited to be here today.
Hey, welcome, Noli. By the way, Noli, so you're not just here. You are also now one of the newest addition to the YBT team. So listen, we got to give her an applause for that one. Welcome, Noli. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to the
You'll
team.
be seeing my face more.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
great to have you here.
It's great to have you. But we're so excited. We have so much in store for season 11. So many collaborations, so many exciting adventures. It's nothing new, but I'm just glad to be with you guys, our listeners. But also, we do want to recognize at this point, it's February. It is Black History Month.
That's
and
right.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Happy Black History
And
Month.
we
Black History
really need to double down these days on Black History Month, especially how representation is very important, especially in spaces where Black people are not thought about, like winter activities.
Mm-hmm.
Like this year was my first time skiing,
And we're going to go back.
and we're gonna go back. Stay tuned with the tribe.
Yes.
But
Well, you just can't plug that. So
Sorry.
listen, if you guys really want to join the YBT tribe, so we're more than Instagram, go onto our Instagram page, and I think in the About Us, you can see a QR code right there, and you just scan
Join
it
our chats.
and join our tribe, because that's where we put all of the intimate experiences of a YBT.
yes.
Skiing is going to be next.
Oh, it's gonna be. It's lit. It's lit, guys. Black History Month is always lit.
Can
yes.
I ask,
Oh,
how
go
did you
ahead.
start off your Black History Month? I hope it was that first Saturday.
It was on first Saturday.
Okay.
But what is First Saturday, though?
First Saturday is at the Brooklyn Museum, the first Saturday of every month. But this Saturday was super special because it was Black History Month.
Yeah, and it happens every
month.
every month, every first Saturday. Listen, if you're ever in Brooklyn,
That's the place to be.
that's the place to be. So this
Yes.
is tip number one. You're gonna get a lot of tips on this podcast.
Oh, yes.
So when you're ever in New York, I'm telling y'all, if you come on the first Saturday of the month, Brooklyn Museum is the place to be.
Oh.
No other place.
No other place. Oh,
The museum is gorgeous in general.
Oh,
But
yes.
describe the experience. Why are we saying that they should go there?
It's a lot of community, I would say, for sure. Our music is there. There's also a lot of artists that are Black that they're broadcasted or showcased a little bit more. We just feel like we're seeing a lot more than the norm.
Yeah. And it's I mean, listen, music, as Noli said, they have food,
Yep.
like drinks, like it's a hangout spot.
yes.
The hangout spot.
Oh, it's popping.
Yes.
It was so amazing to see all the art. It just felt like a collaboration of Black excellence.
And the fashion. Can we speak about the fashion? Oh
Go
my
ahead.
gosh.
Touch
Did
upon
they step out yesterday?
Oh yes.
As we always do, but you know.
Yeah, but the Black History celebration at Brooklyn Museum, I think, is one of the top ones.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is why we had to really go. But you're right, the fashion was
Yeah.
on 10.
Oh.
It was really good.
Did you happen to see any famous people in the building?
I feel like I did. I feel like I saw like a comedian or something.
Okay.
But I can't remember
We
his
always bump
name.
into
But
those in
I'll
Brooklyn.
drop it
Okay.
somewhere who I saw. I was like, is that him? But I didn't want to start anything in there. I think he was just wanting to lay
Maybe
low.
Yara Shahidi was there. I saw her at the park sub over the summer.
Wow.
I'm not saying she was there yesterday. I was joking, but because she's gonna be like, I wasn't there yesterday.
Oh my gosh. But
Let's
Just
get
Black-
into why we're here today.
oh my gosh. So we're going to get to the main conversation after the break. But It's also alignment of where Black people usually are not thought of in the winter activities, especially doing a European winter trip. So we're gonna get to the main conversation with Asher after our break. Stay tuned. We are back. We are back.
We are back.
Now, if you notice, we have something in our hands. So,
What
what
are
do we
we
have in our hands
drinking?
today?
Okay, let me get the bottle because it is called Palka Aloha
Can we show the bottle?
California Rose. Hold it
It
up
is
there.
almost done, guys.
It's almost done. Listen, on these podcasts, we drink a little something. It's just fun. Even if it's water. You're going to see us drinking something on these podcasts.
Oh, yes.
So get your glass of wine, get your glass of rum, get your glass of vodka to listen to this conversation. Let's go.
Well, let's cheers first before we start the main conversation.
Cheers.
Oh, the main conversation. Only breathe like that because you've been there before. So we're going to start with Amsterdam. Now, what made you go back to Amsterdam, Asher?
Why Amsterdam? So, I mean, I think the trip started, the whole idea of the trip started when my best friend actually lives in the UK now. And so there was a whole idea that he was going to go to Amsterdam. And so I was like, okay, I have some time off. So
Let's go together.
let's go.
Okay.
So, it was a good time to see your friend. And so that's why I went to Amsterdam because, Amsterdam. And I think Brussels came in because like I had gone to Amsterdam before. So then it was like, I just don't want to just go to Amsterdam. I've been there before. So
Add
now
something new to the
add
trip.
Brussels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you've tuned into the Young Black Travelers blog, I don't think we talked about it on the podcast. Because I had this whole experience in Amsterdam the first time I went.
Yes, that was a story.
When was that?
I signed a
What year
little.
was that?
I didn't want to bring it up because that's a story time. So I would.
I mean, I don't mind talking.
Give us
So,
the year.
listen, years ago, sky high in Amsterdam.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
blog post. And so
Which you should go
Check
read
it
it at
out.
Go
youngblacktravelers.com.
go read it. So sky high in Amsterdam. I'll say it here. First time in Amsterdam, got high as a kite, gone, like done. By the way, next day I was supposed to be in Brussels. Couldn't make it to Brussels. And that's
That's a good trip. That's what you call a
Well,
good trip.
if you read the blog, there's like it could be a good trip or
no,
could be
it was a
dangerous
great trip. It was a trip that a lot
Memorable.
happened. It was memorable. Like
for sure.
it was memorable at all angles, especially at that moment. And so ultimately, I didn't make it to Brussels, had bought a train ticket and all of that. Couldn't go. And so that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Brussels this time. So
Nice.
that's kind of how
It was
Brussels
your
came
mission.
in.
Well, I'm
You made
happy
it
for you.
this time.
You made it.
I made it.
But how you made it was also memorable
Yes,
from
yes.
your post.
Blue.
So,
The
yes,
JetBlue
the
flight
JetBlue.
was very interested. Please tell us a little bit more about how you flew and what you ate, how long the travel
Yes.
was.
Ooh.
You were traveling like a king.
We are all kings and queens,
That's
are
right.
we?
That's right. If you're gonna travel, you gotta do it right.
So let me tell you guys, I think we've talked about this a few times on our podcast. And if you've come to our meetups, we've talked about these things about how people, I think a lot of us don't necessarily lean into the resources that are there for us. And I think that's why we do these podcasts, have these conversations, so you could learn from us. And so you can do them as well. So honestly, I mean, I think I've been blessed to have now, and even within the YBT community, a lot of people who are working in the aviation industry.
Okay.
I was interested to be in the aviation industry some time ago. I obviously am not, but I've been blessed to have friends who are in the industry, and literally this year, I'm going to put my business out there. A friend of mine blessed me with a companion pass.
Love
And
those.
I'd
Keep that
been
friend close.
Oh yes. Never let them go. Yes. Hold on.
cheers to that.
Cheers. Cheers.
Like I'm telling you, last year, I've, God is good. I'm gonna keep echoing that. Like this happened out of nowhere, and he was like, "Oh, I have this companion pass. I'm thinking of putting you on. Like you travel this, that, and third." And so he gave me the companion pass so I could basically travel this year, and the airline is JetBlue. And so when my friend talked about going, the other friend, my best friend, talks about going to Brussels or Amsterdam, I was like, oh, I could fly into either London because JetBlue now flies to JetBlue. This is a plug for you. You could sponsor us.
It's a plug.
JetBlue flies now into London, Amsterdam, Paris. And so I'm like, and the newest location now in Europe is going to be Spain, Madrid.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to going there on my companion pass. And so I was like, oh, I could just fly into Amsterdam and just meet you. Like, let's do Brussels. So that's how that started. So one of the blessings of like when you fly buddy pass or companion pass, as I've flown Delta on buddy passes as well, is I think people are usually afraid of
Upgrading?
No. They're afraid of like buddy passes and companion passes.
Absolutely.
Because remember, your seat is not confirmed.
Exactly. Now, I'm not trying to miss a flight
That's
to get free.
true.
But a smart traveler knows how to like travelers
Take the right
know the
direction.
system, right? Like like, okay, so I can't go to Amsterdam, but JetBlue also flies to Paris, and maybe it's gonna be me taking the train from Paris to
Okay.
Brussels. So you got to think, and at the end of the trip, that's exactly what happened. I was supposed to leave from Amsterdam, but long story short, things went south. It was a really it's travel season in Europe, Christmas season ending, as opposed to the US where it ends earlier. And I couldn't leave from Amsterdam because all the seats were full, and I had to leave from Paris. But the benefits of these buddy passes and companion passes, like you don't have a confirmed seat, but when you do get a seat, you could get the best seat on the plane.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
that's what happened to me.
Oh, that's
I
definitely
got
what
the
happened to you.
JetBlue Suite.
Yes.
Wow.
The feet were up.
My goodness. The
Reclined
feet
went
was
all
up.
the way back.
And
Okay.
you're tall, so that says something.
Ooh, it was like the lap of luxury. And by the way, the JetBlue Suites and the JetBlue Mint class is actually, a lot of people have been reviewing them as some of the best
Yes.
business class in the skies. People have been saying they're even better than American and really close and even better than Delta, right? So, and I would say it was really good. I'm telling you. So,
Okay,
you go
set the
in.
stage.
The only difference between Delta and JetBlue is like, Delta would give you maybe
Biscoff cookies.
Well, exactly, they give you that, but Delta would give you on the first drink you're in a regular glass, right? JetBlue give you in a plastic glass, but I don't mind your champagne in a plastic glass. But the service,
Top notch.
Talk about it.
oh my God, listen. I know everyone is not able to do it, and I'm not going to tell you buy a $10,000 business class ticket. If you are able to ever do it and upgrade,
Take
I
advantage.
would highly advise that you do it. I'm telling you.
Yes. Have
TV
you ever been through that experience?
What?
Have you gotten a first class ticket?
Upgrade?
or-
I
Yeah.
actually did
Okay.
through. Was it Panama? Panama. I was able to upgrade, but it was okay.
Okay.
It was nothing like the JetBlue.
Okay.
Mint, for sure. Okay, he's stretched out.
Yes.
Stretch that. I mean, listen, drinks on demand. Drinks on demand.
How many did you have?
I only had two,
Okay.
and I asked her for her specialty, and she brought me her specialty. It was really good. Now that was in a regular glass, and that was really good. I mean, the glass doesn't make the drink; the person made the drink, and it was really nice. But the food, I mean, my God, the offer it. I think we had macaroni and cheese. I had like some sort of chicken that was really nice. Everything was good. It was delicious. And then after I ate, spread out,
I know that's right.
slept,
My goodness.
woke up the next
The
morning
pillow was
to
fluffed for you.
pillow was
Pillow
fluffed.
fluffed.
They had comforter. It was just
Did you have a curtain?
I had well no.
He had a door.
Actually I had a door.
I know that.
So the suites
Hello.
have a door.
A door.
The only I think because it had a door.
Wow.
It's really good.
My goodness.
Luxury.
Luxury.
Well,
Black luxury.
Black excellence deserves black luxury.
That's right.
That's right. So, okay, you flew with such luxury back to Amsterdam. So I just want to talk about the other transit systems that you went through with Amsterdam because they're known for bikes.
Yes.
They have the boats. They have so many different transits. So I want you to dive on into those experiences through Amsterdam and Brussels too.
Yeah.
And Brussels.
How did you get between the two?
Excuse me. That's a great question. How did I get between Brussels and Amsterdam? So let me say that an itinerary I would really recommend for travelers is you could literally start just as I did in Amsterdam and end your trip in Paris, or you could start in London and end your trip in Paris because the Eurostar goes to all of those countries, and that's how
What is the Eurostar?
the Eurostar is their high-speed rail. So
The train system.
it's train.
Okay.
And so I actually didn't take the Eurostar. So there are different options between Amsterdam and Brussels. They're literally right next to each other, Amsterdam, Brussels, and Paris. So between Amsterdam and Brussels, you can take different trains.
Okay. And how much would you say the transit costs out there?
So the earlier you book, the better.
Okay,
And
so
so
different
you could get your
times.
tickets as cheap as $20. So that's why I'm saying, like, literally, I think if you're going to do those countries, I would highly suggest you do all of them. Book your tickets in advance. The Eurostar is usually a bit more expensive.
Yes.
And so because it's the high speed rail, but I took I can't remember the name of the train, but
We'll drop
another
it.
train between Brussels and Amsterdam. And it was as fast and it was really good. It took me about 2 hours to get from Brussels to Amsterdam.
Was it a comfy seat?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
comfy seat.
Scenic?
Well, I traveled in the night, so I
Okay.
really wasn't. It was. Let me say this: travel like Europe is big on trains. I feel in America it's easier because we don't have a vast and a wide train system, and so that's why it's easier. In Europe, you better know, like, just like you need to know your airline and your gate and your destination. In Europe, that's kind of what you need to
Oh,
know.
yes.
Because your gates may change and your times may change. Like, so like there was all of this mix up in the beginning of this whole trip to Brussels. My friend caught the train by 1 minute.
Oh.
I didn't catch the train because
Oh
I
my
didn't know that was the
gosh.
train. He was running, like, it was this whole thing. Like, he was running, he caught the train, so he went ahead to Brussels.
That's crazy.
And I got on the next train to Brussels. So,
Yeah, there's
like,
no way you could meet up on a train.
exactly. It was so. That's also like you gotta really know the system, right? And you will learn it because those boards, like I think you see them in movies that those where
Flick it
the
away.
you better pay attention to that board
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's literally your map. Like you just can't show up on track 3 because your train could have probably been originally on track 3 and then they switched it to track 10. Like you're on the wrong track. So pay attention to those boards. But in between, so that's how I got between Amsterdam and Brussels, and I took the Eurostar to Paris. The Eurostar is a high-speed rail that goes from London to Paris to Brussels. Like it goes through all of those countries. While I was in Amsterdam, I took a lot of trams.
Okay.
The tram system is really like well established. I don't think I took the train, like the underground rail, but
Okay.
the trams I took. I didn't really ride the bikes this time because it was cold.
Yeah.
But the trams were my friend. In Brussels, it was the same that I more so took the rail in Brussels.
How many days did you stay in Brussels and How many days did you stay in Amsterdam?
My whole trip was 5 days.
Oh wow, you got a lot jam packed.
A lot in 5
That's
days.
the way you
But
travel.
that's how you
days.
travel.
Yes.
Yeah, and you could do all of those in 5. I'm telling you. Maybe because I went to Amsterdam before, because I only like stayed 1 day in Amsterdam. I spent most of it in Brussels. And then obviously Paris was by accident at the end of the trip, but I had to make that last minute dash and head to Paris.
How did you make that dash to Paris from Brussels?
Ooh, that's a whole story.
No, well,
into it.
again, I because again I'm flying buddy pass. I didn't have a confirmed seat. All the seats on the flight in Amsterdam was full. Like if I was gonna go there, I was probably not gonna get on the flight. I mean, I could have, but it was like -10, so I wasn't gonna chance that. Paris had 2 flights, and so that's why I went to Paris. And I had to take a train either to Brussels to Amsterdam anyway. So I was like, okay, let me just go to Paris. And I think literally, I'm telling y'all, like 2 a.m. that day, because I'm learning like all of this is happening. Because I guess in my mind and probably most Americans' mind, I went after the Christmas holidays, and so I'm like, oh, Christmas is done.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on me. In America, Christmas is done,
That Christmas
but
tree's still up.
in Europe, Christmas is still like the holiday season ends like 5 or 10 days after New Year's.
Yes.
And so that day that I was coming back to the US was when the season ended and everybody's traveling. That's why all the chaos was happening. And so, like, literally, I'm trying to get flights. The flights are crazy expensive. We booked we booked a confirmed flight because I wanted to get to work. Because I had just started a new job, and I'm like, I don't want to like
Call out.
call
so
out.
early.
We booked a flight. Somehow found a flight on, I can't remember the airline. I think Scandinavian airline.
Okay.
Got a tip for y'all.
Tip.
Remember, these people could cancel your flight, so your flight is never confirmed.
You're just living on the edge going to Paris.
That's why
I
it's a no for me, guys.
woke up. I had a confirmed flight like at 2 a.m. Woke up to go get my confirmed flight because by this time I'm supposed to be leaving now from Brussels to Scandinavia to Newark, New Jersey. I didn't want to go to Jersey, but I'm like, okay, this is the flight I got for $500. Every other flight is like $2,000 plus. Let me just take this. Woke up to get ready to head to the airport to get that flight at 10 a.m. Check my email. I get an email saying they have removed me from the flight.
Wow.
They removed me from the flight because, remember, all the other flights were like $2,000.
Oof.
So they recognized that I got this ticket a few hours before just for about $500. And so
They took you out.
they took me out. That same ticket was now being sold for $2,000.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That isn't an uncommon thing on airlines. They
Interesting.
can do that.
Okay.
So just
Wow.
note, double check. Yeah.
My gosh. But I'm glad you're back. That's
Well,
crazy.
I would have made it back anyway. It would have probably just been later on.
Well, I don't doubt your capabilities of coming back, but what an adventure it was.
It
Oh my
was.
goodness. But going into all the other hidden gems that we may not know about Amsterdam and Brussels, because we have certain things that we think about when we go there, like the bites, the food, the waffles. So I wanted to know if there's any hidden gems that you were surprised to encounter during your trip.
Oh, great question. Hidden gems. I mean, as you said, like all of those things are staples for each of those regions, for those countries, right? So Brussels or Belgium is known for the waffle. I obviously had that. I went to the winter market, ate all of that. I think it's not a hidden gem, but the pancakes in Amsterdam is
Interesting.
different, right? So the it's different. Like it has different types of toppings, and it's not the American fluff pancake. It's a flat
crepe-like?
pancake. Yeah, very crepe, and then you could put meat on it. They could put fruit.
Interesting.
Very different things. So that was really nice. I think you have to try that when you go to Amsterdam.
Okay.
Like the Danish pancakes. Even the syrup is different.
How is it different?
It's sweet, but it has a little tart to it. Like it's not the maple syrup that we that Americans know.
Okay.
It's a different. It's thicker. It's I don't even want to say it's caramel. It's just different. It's sweet, but it's savory at the same time.
So it does complement with like if you have a pancake with some meat on
Correct.
it.
It works
Okay.
pretty well.
Interesting.
So that's something you definitely have to try
Okay.
when you go to Amsterdam. In Brussels, I would say what I really stumbled on outside of the waffles was, I mean, I know they make chocolate in like Brussels, Belgium is known for chocolate, right?
Yes.
And so I think I stumbled on the Dubai chocolate.
Interesting.
With the
How's
pistachios.
the Dubai chocolate
Yes.
in Brussels?
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, Brussels is known for chocolate, or Belgium is known for chocolate, and they paired it.
Well,
and so
explain to the listeners first. What's the Dubai chocolate? Because it was trendy.
Yes.
I don't know if it's still
so
trendy.
I didn't know about it, right?
okay.
I remember like my friend and I, we went to Borges. We
Okay.
went to Borges, so you should definitely go there. It's a really nice city.
Okay,
Like
noted.
Belgium is or Brussels is very business. Like it's the business capital of Europe. I think the European Union is stationed there. So in Brussels, it's like New York. So you probably want to take maybe like day trips to like little small towns and towns outside of Brussels. So we went to Borges. Borges, I mean, Europe, I certainly recommend going to Europe for Christmas. Like if you're watching this, the mic is falling over, Noli.
I know. Oh my gosh. Rocking the house, Noli.
but I certainly recommend you go to Europe for Christmas. I like go to Europe for Christmas. If Christmas is a big thing for you, I certainly recommend it because my God, I just felt
Sparkling.
festive.
Oh.
Because
It
last
looks like
year I
a
went to
vibe.
Japan.
Oh my.
Did not like it.
Oh.
That's when I recognized that Christmas is a huge thing for. I mean, I know that Christmas is a big thing, but you like sometimes you don't think about it, right? Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to Japan, but until you land and you're like, oh, well, I
Where's the
don't see.
tree?
Where's the tree?
Where's the
Yeah.
light?
Where's the light?
Where's Santa?
Where's the snow?
What happened?
Those things do get to you. I was like, wow, okay. But in Europe, like their Christmas villages, Borges, like Christmas village galore. Like
Must
that
be.
place is like really beautiful. They had a Christmas market, all of that. And so like when I was in Brussels, we went to Borges, we went to this chocolate shop. There was many chocolate shops around. And I didn't know about like the Dubai chocolate, but my friend was like, oh, one of his friends told him about it. I'm like, oh, okay, let me try it. But when I walked into the shop, I saw this chocolate for like 20 euros. I'm like, and all the other chocolate was like 5.
Okay.
I'm like,
this must be special.
This
This
must be
one's special.
special.
I should
Like,
buy
why am I
it.
paying 20 euros for a chocolate? And I remember I joked to the shop, the storekeeper. You know, in Brussels, they
don't take a joke.
they don't take a joke.
Oh no.
Like I guess people in Belgium always had money, and so you're like whatever to them.
Bye, brokey.
Yes,
So this is a broke person right here. We're gonna serve chocolate to him.
broke it. Like he's in here joking about the price.
Give him the €5 chocolate. He just strumming.
Buy
out.
broke it. That's what she probably was saying in her
Yes,
mind.
exactly.
And so because honestly, I had no context of like this Dubai chocolate, but I'm telling y'all, it was worth
Delicious.
it. It was
I
delicious.
Love it.
Ooh,
I love it.
my God!
What's in the Dubai
Describe it.
chocolate?
It has pistachios in the middle, so it's just nice and milky and creamy, but like nutty.
Interesting.
It's delicious.
Yeah, and there's this. I don't know what that. There's this thing in the middle that like it's crunchy. I don't know what it is. But that is in the middle, and it's really nice. Because wait, did you have it with like actual pistachio? So mine, I didn't have it with actual pistachio. I think it was like a pistachio mixed with that.
Yeah,
Whatever
it
that
should have
thing
been like
is.
green, like pistachio spread.
Yes.
inside.
Yes. Delicious. So
Yes.
It was trending on TikTok, as you said.
Yes, it
Yeah,
has
it's
been.
usually trending. Well, I can't have it, but I've seen people talk
Allergic to
about
nuts?
it, open it.
You're allergic to nuts?
Yes, I'm allergic to
Okay.
nuts. Listeners, I'm allergic to nuts.
You don't know what you're missing.
I know I'm
missing
missing. I'm missing a lot, but it's okay because on this podcast, you live vicariously through other people.
That's
Sometimes.
right.
And that Dubai chocolate is delicious.
Just to rub it in a little more.
I know. It's okay. Let me take my drink.
You're not allergic to the wine, the grapes.
Listen, that's all that matters. Cheers. Oh my gosh, but
I need another sip.
oh, oh man, but yes, that's what I envision about European winters. That they're just very festive. They're just very like postcard worthy moments. And I think a lot of us think about doing travels to colder places. In January, we usually try to escape it.
Yes.
But I encourage you on this podcast to just embrace it.
Yeah.
You never know what you may find in those environments.
What would you say the weather was like compared to what it is like here for the same month? Was it colder out
It was
there?
cold. It was cold. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was colder, but it was cold.
Okay.
I don't mind the cold. I just think you just need to dress properly,
Accordingly.
right? Like, wear a nice jacket, wear gloves. Like I need it because you're going to be walking around if you're going there in the winter. So get a good jacket, wear gloves, wear your hat, wear your scarves, all of those things you would need.
Gotta layer up.
Because you're not just going to stay in your hotel room, or you shouldn't. You should be walking
Some
around.
people travel like that.
So that's crazy
Wow,
to
that's
me.
crazy
Like
to me
you
too.
Just
flew
to
all the way
relax
to
in the
Europe.
hotel.
To just
yeah.
interesting.
It's a waste of money.
Interesting times. That's for wrapping up.
Hold on. Can I also say,
yes.
I think one of the things I found this new drink. I don't know if I guess they do have it here, but it was new to me.
Okay.
It's called mulled wine. Mulled. Have you guys had mulled
I've
I've
heard
wine?
of
actually
it.
seen this on the YBT. I saw when you posted this
Yes.
a lot. Yes.
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 Oh.
Tell us more about this. Yes.
Yes,
You
explain
were-
to us
yes.
what's this wine.
So mulled wine, I think they just boil like regular red wine
Okay.
with spices. So they'll probably put cinnamon, whatever else they
Anise.
boil it with. Yes, they put all of that in there,
Allspice.
allspice, all of that, and they boil it. And so I guess it is supposed to like stay warm. So like it's simmering as they're serving it to you.
Okay. So warm wine.
So warm wine. So imagine like you're cold and you step into a bar and you ask for mulled wine. It
Sounds
warms you
delicious.
and it's a glass like this. And you like
And it's
literally
warm?
it's hot.
Warms
Wow.
your
It
hand,
should be
it
hot.
warms your soul.
Exactly. It warms your hand, warms your soul. It's the most beautiful winter drink. I mean, I've known of hot toddies. That
Yes,
used
I
to
was
be my
about to say
winter
that.
drink. But mulled wine, I need to go to bars here and see if they have it. That
Tops the toddy.
tops the. I mean, it's an addition. Like hot toddy does what it does, but mulled wine I think is just
Unique.
unique. It's really beautiful.
I
Like
definitely want to try that.
I want to try that too.
I need to try. Yeah.
But let's see if it's around New York area.
Or someone else.
I mean,
could
I've
read
heard
it.
they have it over here. I've never really gone to the bar and asked for it, but I guess I'm gonna test that theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
And report back to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you guys can test it too. Go to your local bars and ask
you
for
can
mulled
find it.
wine.
If you
Yeah.
can find it.
And then let us know where to
But
go.
I've never
thank you.
seen it here. I think in the US, I don't know. I don't know if you guys think this is true, but I don't know if Americans, when they go to bars, they are asking for hot drinks in the winter. When you
No.
go to the bar, you're asking for your regular,
Yep.
whatever it is. You see, so I think like I that's why I think they probably don't serve mulled wine. Hot toddy, when I started asking for it, was they know how to do it, but it wasn't common. And you would look weird asking for a hot toddy.
Yes.
Well, yeah, when there's some more wine right there, it's
Right.
like, why would you ask
No,
for it?
in America,
in
asking for a
America?
hot toddy. But in Europe, they'll ask for mulled wine. So I think it's normal and common in Europe for people to ask for like a hot drink,
Right.
like a mulled wine. But in America, I don't know if it's common.
Guess we like it cold over here, as opposed to the Europeans like certain alcohols warm. I
Yeah.
think that's a
Would
thing.
you consider it maybe a holiday drink though? Because we drink holiday drinks, maybe.
That's a good question. Is it a holiday? I don't know if it's a holiday drink.
It might just be a cold, like for the cold seasons. You would
I think
drink
it's a
something
cold
warm.
season drink. And to your point, because I laugh at this all the time. Americans know, like, whatever the drink is, they'll drink it in and out of season. So
That's true.
I've seen
Yeah.
this one I don't get. Americans will go and get iced coffee
Oh, yeah.
in the dead of winter.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You
my
do that?
friends.
Absolutely.
Oh no, I can't.
But I don't
I
go to
don't.
get coffee,
I don't
but-
get that.
Yes.
Why would you
Wait,
do that?
Why?
Make iced coffee at
And
home
that'd be
because-
very cold too. Like, oh, I'm
Absolutely.
shivering. Let me get an iced coffee.
Absolutely.
I don't.
That
get it.
I remember I was walking to work the other day and I'm seeing somebody with an iced coffee. I'm like, a hot coffee would be better, right?
It doesn't have the same
Listen,
taste.
we listen and we don't judge.
That's
Okay.
Oh, I judged. I remember I was literally walking by and I was just looking at the iced coffee, just confused. Because it was cold. It was one of those cold days,
Yeah.
like when it was like 10
15,
degrees
yes.
and lower.
Ugh.
They had iced coffee. I'm like, but you're going to get? Well, I don't think you're drinking that when you're walking outside. And when you get to wherever you're getting to, hopefully it's hot. It may cool you down. But if it's not cool, you're going to be cold.
Yeah.
But Noli is one of the iced coffee
Yes,
drinkers.
yes.
So I think that's to the point of like how Americans are like. I don't know if Americans are like, let me drink what, like the seasonal drinks. Like it's cold now, let me drink something hot.
In terms of flavors, yes, but I think in terms of like what makes sense, I could see how Europeans have things that make sense. Like they're not going to do certain things in certain weathers, but they'll incorporate it with like food or just certain things. It just feels like it just makes sense to them. That's the trend I'm seeing. But is there any other tips before we wrap up this session?
Honestly, the biggest tip is if you are going to Paris, well, the tip is decide if you're going to start your trip in Paris or London.
Okay.
I certainly recommend going, like, Paris would be a good start. Paris, then Brussels, then Amsterdam, then London.
Okay.
If you literally take that itinerary, you'll see a few countries. That's 4 of them.
Okay.
It's gonna be cheap. If you plan it in advance, it's gonna be cheap. And you're gonna really experience a few cultural variations, right? So also when you go to Brussels, recognize that they speak French.
Okay.
I didn't know that. It was
as
shocking,
in
like
pure French, like just native. They're not gonna talk.
so I
English
think
to you?
it's such a melting pot that so I don't know what I was thinking. I probably thought there was a Belgium language. There
Okay.
obviously isn't none. They speak like different languages. And so I remember I was like, when I got to the hotel, I'm hearing someone speak, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm trying to listen for Belgium, whatever in my mind that would sound like, right?
Belgium.
But I'm like, they're speaking French. This is French. And then so once it clicked, then I just started hearing it everywhere. And I'm like, so French is the easiest language to get by with,
Okay.
right? They'll speak Spanish as well. So I guess because it's this melting pot, they'll speak a few languages like English, French, and Spanish. But French you commonly hear.
Okay.
And that was shocking to me because in my mind, I was listening for Belgium, or I'm still trying to figure out what that means. to me.
Yes.
What does that mean? Speak Belgian.
I don't know. Like, I just, like, in my mind, I was going to discover this new thing. And
It's like speaking Amsterdam. How do you speak Amsterdam?
and I was gonna it was gonna click that this is Belgium, the Belgium language, but that didn't happen. French happened. But you'll get by with different languages. In Amsterdam, I think English is like standard, right? So
Okay.
you could get by with, like, a lot of people are gonna speak English in Amsterdam. As opposed to Brussels, I feel like they're either gonna speak like French or maybe another language, and if
Okay.
they speak English, it's gonna be broken. maybe because of it's a lot of migrants, because there's also a huge black population, particularly the part we were in. They come from whatever country in Africa that Belgium colonized.
Okay.
So you would, because I saw a lot of black people when I was in, where was I? And I was in Brussels, and I was in Brussels North. That was a train station, and I remember getting off, and there was just a lot of black people.
Okay.
Love that.
Love it. Did
Yes,
do the
but
nod?
sometimes you get shocked, right? Like you're shocked
But did
because
you do the nod like, what's up? Hi. I recognize you. You recognize me.
I think that nod only works for Americans.
I agree.
Interesting.
I
Yeah, you don't
agree.
do that nod for an African. I don't know if it works for Caribbean people. I don't know if they get it, but Americans do get it.
Okay.
So you don't walk up to it. Well, they like an African will talk to you like if you talk to them, but you're not gonna be like. Because sometimes what I found is like they may not engage with you as an American may,
Okay.
because I think they recognize you as
American first.
American.
American first.
And they know that you're not. I need to figure out what country like a lot of people from Brussels come from, or Belgium, but they know that you're not from that country that they colonize. So, because you can tell an American, you can tell a person, like you could tell people from different places.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's not a stereotype here. You can tell, and they can tell too.
Just like we can.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So that not only works, I think for Americans, I haven't tried it for people from the UK. I don't know, or French blacks. I don't know, but I know an American will get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, this was a very interesting conversation.
Yes.
I love this. I encourage you guys to do more of these adventures outside in the wintertime. And when we come back, we're just going to wrap up to a shout out and a little game. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Well, that was amazing.
Yes, that was.
Definitely want to view Amsterdam. You gave us the perfect itinerary.
Yes. And we're just going to wrap this up. But again, if you want to do a proper winter holiday and you are about Christmas and festivities, don't run into the Caribbean. Try the European country. Try to see different sites. Try different foods.
So where?
Do something different.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we should say that too. Black people, do something different.
Black people,
Americans, like, because a lot of Black Americans, Caribbean Americans, they go to the same places.
Yes.
And I get it. Like, we are people of habits. Like, we do the same thing over and over. Jamaica is huge for,
Oh yeah.
Jamaica is huge for Americans.
Big up, by the way.
People from the
on the
UK
river.
as well.
Yes,
Like
Bank.
that's big. That's where they're gonna go. Barbados, Dominican Republic.
Oh yes.
But as Krisan is saying, like it's okay to try some winter activities, some winter destinations, because honestly, yes, Dirty December is nice in Nigeria,
Yes.
and Christmas is really nice in the Caribbean. But Christmas is also really nice in the UK or in Europe.
Yes.
It's pretty nice. It's nice in Canada as well.
That's
It's nice
true.
in New York if you're not living in New York. So definitely try some winter seasonal activities. Yeah. If your body can take it, because if you need the heat, go get some warm, child.
But
go.
the heat does feel better in the cold.
Oh, yeah, certainly it does.
So that's a word. But we're going to do a quick shout out. So Asshur, who do you want to shout out today?
Yeah, I'm going to shout out my friend who I actually went to Europe, well, who's actually living in Europe now,
Okay.
who moved. Listen, the man is doing major things. It's K.Brooklyn, so that's KAY.BRKLYN. And I'm shouting him out because doing amazing things, amazing content on his page, beautiful pictures. But moved from DC to the United Kingdom, Oxford grad.
Wow. Black
worked
excellence.
at Black Excellent, World Bank,
Wow.
employee, like amazing things. So like, listen, there are amazing people in your community. If you really want to connect to all of these people, definitely reach out to us. We are doing great things. Kay is doing great things. And so definitely check his page out. I mean, if you're definitely interested in going to Oxford, here's a person who can guide you through that step.
Connects.
Number one university in the world.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Number one.
Wow. Just wow. All right. So shout out to you. Thank you for making his experience a great one.
Yes.
So we're going to play a game. We're going to guess that country.
Okay.
Give me a moment to think about it in my mind.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. So how it works, as explained in previous seasons, you got 10 questions. You have to ask me. You can't ask me
10 questions each? Because it's
each.
12 of us.
Yes, each.
Okay.
I'll be fair this time. 10 questions each. Has to be yes or no. It can't be like something describing the country, like, oh, the letter or anything. But 10 questions and to get to the answer.
Okay.
So who wants to start?
Let Asher go
Ladies
first.
first.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's a yes or no question, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
that's one question.
Until
That's
dang,
crazy.
that's wild. Well, if you think you know wait, can she be calling out countries?
If you know the answer.
How would I know the answer?
Well,
I don't
if you
know.
call it the country,
After a
if
few
you want to
questions.
shoot your shot, yes.
That's crazy.
Okay.
But you're
Right,
using up
one
the
of my-
question.
Yeah. Damn, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Take your time.
Yes or no question.
It's okay. The intensity is insane.
I want to make it useful.
You got 10. I think you could do it.
You got this.
You got
I
this,
don't know
girl.
even what to ask. Does the country have red in their flag?
Ooh, dick.
No.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so I guess you know you're
I'm pretty good at flags.
Okay.
All right. Is a country in Africa?
No.
Is the country English speaking?
No.
Okay. Is the country in Asia?
No.
Okay. Not English speaking, not in Asia.
It doesn't have red in their flag.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, you got 8 left.
She is clocking it, girl.
I'm generous.
Does the country have green in their flag?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
This is not useful to me. I guess that you're gonna get it, but they have green in their flag,
Yes,
and they're
and
not
no
in
red.
Asia, and they're not in Africa. Europe.
No.
Okay.
Your turn.
It's not in Europe. It's not in Africa. Is it in South America?
No.
Okay. Okay. I have 6 more questions.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. This is a toughie.
We got a few continents now.
Wait.
It's not in Africa. It's
Not-
not in South America.
Not in Asia.
Not in Asia.
Did I ask Europe?
Yes.
Yes, you did. It's
I
not
asked-
in Europe.
It's not in Europe.
I won't count that as a question, by the way.
It's not in South America. It's
North America.
well, I mean, it's in North America.
No. Oh, gosh.
Hold on.
Not in
Yes.
South. Not in North.
We've already gone through 5 of them.
Okay.
Africa,
Africa,
Asia,
Asia.
North, South, Europe. There are 2 more
I mean,
continents.
I don't know if you would count this for Asia.
Girl.
Come on, no, they're regions, right?
Right, there's regions, right?
Which those countries would be in those continents. There are 7 continents in the world,
Yes, I
and
know
the country
that.
has to fit in that. The other 2 is Antarctica
Yeah, I
and
was like, it can't be
Australia, so it
Antarctica.
can't be
I
any
don't
of
know no
those.
place in Antarctica.
So I got one question
so I
back.
will say it would be an Asian country.
Okay.
Technically.
Okay.
Technically, it's an Asian
I
country.
think-
Okay. That's fair.
Okay.
Ooh, Asia's big.
Exactly.
How many do I have?
You have 6 left.
6.
Yes.
6 left.
6
Yeah.
questions left. I have 6 left though.
Well, now both of you have 6.
Okay.
Oh, you mean I asked 6? So I have
No.
4.
No.
You have 6 to ask.
You have
only
6
asked
left
4.
to ask.
Okay.
You guys are going well. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, it's in
common
Asia,
country.
you know. So
Yeah.
It's a
it's in
common country
Asia.
to go to. It's
common
not
country.
it's not a strange country.
Common
It's not like
country.
a off the beaten path
Okay.
that
It's
nobody
in
really-
Asia. You said it has green in the flag. Ooh. Well, I'm thinking of 2, but she said it's common. So the one I was thinking of initially, I don't think it is. But it's your turn.
Okay.
I mean, you ask a question.
It has to be a yes or no question. Though. That
Does it
doesn't help.
start with blah blah blah? Does
Well,
it?
Yeah, you said it couldn't.
you can't ask.
Oh, oh yeah, you can.
Kyle, that's a dead giveaway. You could guess the country.
Is it next? Well, you can. She ask, is it next to? Yes, you can.
You can. Will I be able to answer? I hope so.
Dang, I really don't know.
Let me go.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it Pakistan? Pakistan.
No.
Well, that's green. Okay, so that's 1 down
Okay. So,
in the flag. There's another one I'm thinking of, but you said it's common.
I have no idea.
you have no idea.
No.
Really?
What is it?
Well, I can't guess it.
Oh.
You
Is it Macau?
no.
I didn't think it was that because that's not common. That you said it has green in the
Yes.
flag.
Tell us.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Green in the flag.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Green in the flag.
Go ahead. Tell us.
Hold on. I don't want to tell
Listeners,
us because
put it in the
it's in
comments.
Asia. It has green in the flag, and I think because it's not particularly on the Asian, like on the main landmass of Asia. That's why she was a bit skeptical about
Indonesia?
Asia.
Is it Indonesia? I don't know if they have green in their flag.
No.
Okay.
You're not far though.
Okay.
Indonesia. So Indonesia's not far.
It's right there at the tip of your tongue.
Indonesia. This is around Indonesia.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Hold on. Indonesia. It's not Thailand. It's. Oh God! I want to say it's not Laos. It's not Laos.
I have no
You
idea.
have no clue.
The Philippines?
No.
No.
Oh, that was a good guess. That was a good guess.
I mean, that's all I could think
Oh
of
my,
right now.
India.
That was too easy.
That's why I was like, what's going on, guys?
Wait.
You're going to smaller countries, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
I'm still
got
trying to
this big
visualize
mass right
the
here.
Indian flag. I really have no. I can't even visualize it in my
Definitely
mind.
has green in it.
the orange and the green.
Absolutely.
I
is
honestly
absolutely
can't. I'm gonna
Indonesian.
look it up, but I can't remember it.
Yes.
Wow.
Good one. Good one. You
Wow.
Oh
started.
my gosh. I didn't think it would be that hard. But hey, this is YBT. Learning opportunities everywhere we go.
Learn your countries, guys.
Learn your country.
We both failed.
Oh no.
I was trying to get the right, but
Oh my gosh.
but hand clap. We got
tried,
through
we
it.
tried.
Yeah.
I appreciate the efforts. I love that for y'all. But yes, we had such an amazing time.
Yes,
This
we did.
season opener was just a tip of the iceberg of all the amazing stories that we're going to go through. And if you have not followed us yet, follow us at
ahead.
Young Black Travelers blog on Instagram, on TikTok, Young Black Travelers, youngblacktravelers.com for all our blogs. Also, we have threads, Young Black Travelers, and we're on Facebook as well, Young Black Travelers. Everything is just booming right now.
Yes.
We also have our tribe. If you can catch us on Instagram, ask for our WhatsApp and we'll add you in. And
Which
just-
they should catch us on Instagram.
they should. Well, we've been on
Why are you not
Instagram for a
following
while
us?
now. Why are you not following us right now?
Why?
11 seasons. You haven't followed us? It's a little awkward. Don't you think? Let's solidify that this year, 2025. Let's make commitments. So follow us everywhere. We are right there to share all our stories, and I don't know, just to listen with you and listen with us. Just especially the tribe. I'm gonna point the tribe.
Yes.
The tribe is booming.
Yes, it is.
Get out our group chat this year as well, and keep your.
You mean get off of social media and get in the group chat because that's
Well,
what the tribe
more
is,
intimate.
right?
Mhm.
Because
So there's
more
a
community.
system.
Yeah.
You go there, you get to a group, but not stay there. The travel starts there, but it shouldn't end there.
yeah.
So we encourage that. And also just keep it safe. Sanitary practices during the winter, absolutely. And, happy Black History Month. We have so much in store for you. Black Power, okay?
Happy Black History Month.
And stay tuned to all our other episodes of this season. So, yay. This third season opener.
We'll see you again.
We'll see
did
you
it.
again. Take
All
care,
right.
guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you guys at skiing.
Yay.